What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and our Georgia State Dynasty. Last week the Panthers had a tough test on the road against Mississippi State. They came away with a victory though, 27-7. This week it's another tough test on the road in the SEC. Georgia State versus Kentucky. Panthers, Wildcats, next.
The Panthers.
Wildcats will have the ball first from the shotgun. Bradley back to pass, fires, caught by Moore, and he's brought down after a gain of 7. 3rd and 2 now in this drive, and it will be a handoff to Hale up the middle, and Hale will pick up the first down, a gain of 10, and Kentucky into Georgia State territory now. 3rd and 5, and Bradley will fire for Ward. He's got the catch, and he's got the first down. And the Wildcats moving the ball here. 3rd and 3. Bradley will quick pass it to Lane, and he'll come back a bit to try to get loose, but he cannot. And that's going to set up 4th and inches. He would have had it. 4th and inches. Bradley's pass knocked down here by B.J. Allen. And we will take another look at this one. He comes in there at the last moment to knock it down and give Georgia State the ball. Thomas Patrick back to pass on 2nd and 10 will find Gavin Bostic for a 12-yard reception and a Panthers first down. 2nd and 7, and Bell is going to get the handoff here up the middle, and Zach Bell gains 11. 1st and 10, and a handoff to Stephen Leach here. He's going to break a tackle, spin move, breaks another tackle, and finally brought down inside the 25, but this one's coming back. Illegal block in the back, and Georgia State has to settle for 3rd and 13. Patrick going to take off, couldn't find a man open downfield, and Thomas Patrick will scramble for 18 yards and a Panthers first down. Another 3rd down, and Patrick going to pass for it here. He fires deep, and this pass is broken up by Bobby Jefferson, and the Panthers are going to have to settle for a long field goal here. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Panthers take a 3-0 lead, and we get a studio update. Number 13 Florida and number 20 Vanderbilt going at it this week. Florida up 3-0. Back to our game here. The Wildcats take over, and Bradley going to keep it on 2nd and short. He's going to keep it on that read option, and he's going to pick up 14. And we've come to the end of one. Georgia State on top of a low-scoring game, 3-0. 2nd down for the Wildcats as we open up the 2nd quarter. Bradley will hand off to Hale, and Hale brought down in the backfield. A flag comes in though, and this is on Georgia State. Face mask. That will give the Wildcats a first down. And on the next play, Bradley's going to pitch it out to Lane, and Lane will gain 8 and make it down close to the 20 of Georgia State. Later on, they'd have 4th down, and they'd be going for it. Again, Bradley going deep, end zone, double coverage, picked off. Terrence Pruitt with the interception in the end zone as you take another look at it. And that ends another drive for the Wildcats with a turnover. Georgia State takes over at their own 20, 2nd and 9. And Patrick's pass off the mark, incomplete. 3rd down for the Panthers. Patrick, he's going to have a lot of time here. Fire, deep, and broken up, incomplete. So the Panthers cannot take advantage of the turnover, and they would get the ball back later in the 2nd quarter. Patrick, he's going to dump it off here to Clark, and Glenn Clark is going to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 now, and Patrick from the shotgun will keep it on a read option here up the middle. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to get past midfield and gain 25 yards on the read option play. 3rd and 6 now for Georgia State, and it's a handoff to Stephen Leach up the middle, and he is going to pick up the first down, a gain of 8 for Leach, and the Panthers are driving. On first down, Patrick gonna fire outside, wide open. Gavin Bostic down the sideline, pushed out of bounds, inside the 10, 1st and goal, Panthers. From the 9, handoff to Leach up the middle, and he'll make his way down to the 3. 2nd down and goal for the Panthers, and the handoff to Leach up the middle. He'll find the end zone, touchdown, Georgia State, and they'll extend their lead 10-0 here in the 2nd quarter off the Leach touchdown. Wildcats take over, 2nd and 1, and Bradley will keep it again, and this time he picks up another first down for the Wildcats. Later in the drive, 3rd and 4, Bradley gonna dump it off here to Hale. Hale trying to fight for that first down, but he'll be short by a couple yards, and the Wildcats are gonna go for it again. Handoff, well, read option, and Bradley will keep it, and he picks up the first down, keeping the drive alive. 2nd down and 2 now. Bradley back to pass here, will fire over the middle, and it's picked up by Scott, and Scott has the first down catch. Later in the drive, 2nd and 4 with under a minute to go. Bradley will fire end zone, wide open. Ben Ward for the touchdown. And the Wildcats get on the board here right before the half to make it 13-7 at halftime. Georgia State would add a field goal.
In front by 6. 6.
3rd quarter opens up, and the Panthers have the ball, and we have a new quarterback in there. Jonathan Ridgway will hand off to Leach, and Leach down the sideline for a gain of 23. We're going to look at the halftime stats here. Georgia State, only 52 passing yards, 129 rushing yards, and that is the reason for this quarterback switch. Thomas Patrick did not have a good first half passing, so we want to get a look at Ridgway here, and he's going to complete this pass to Terrence Flynn for 11. 2nd down, and Ridgway is going to hand off to Nick Daniels up the middle. He's having a good game, a gain of 9 there, and Daniels picks up the first down. 3rd and 8, and Ridgway is going to fire this one up deep, and it's off the mark a bit, incomplete. And the Panthers are going to have to settle for a long field goal attempt here, about 46 yards. Kick is up, and it is short, no good, and it remains 13-7 as the Wildcats take over here. Bradley dumping it off to Moore, and Moore getting close to that first down marker, about a yard short. That'll bring up 3rd down, and Bradley will keep it, and he's going to try to avoid the tackle, but he cannot. And the Panthers hold. They get the ball back here. 3rd down, Ridgway gonna dump it off on a screen play, and Stephen Leach will get enough for the first down, a gain of 7. First down now, and Ridgway is gonna hand off to Leach up the middle. Lots of running room here. Runs into his own man though, and picks up 16. 2nd down, and Ridgway's going to pass here. Lots of time. Fires deep. Wide open. Gavin Bostic down to the 10. It's a gain of 30. And Ridgway looking good here. First down from the 10. He'll hand it off to Leach up the middle. And Leach will get down to about the 5. Georgia State closing in on 200 rushing yards on the day. 2nd down, and Leach will get the handoff, and he'll make it to the 4. It's a gain of 2. 3rd and 4 now, and Ridgway's going to pass here, looking, scrambling out to his right, and taking off now and into the end zone. Jonathan Ridgway, 4 yards on the touchdown scramble, and the Panthers take a 20-7 lead into the 4th quarter. One quarter to go here between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Georgia State Panthers. It's a 13-point lead for Georgia State, and Stephen Leach just picked up a first down on a gain of 7. 2nd down, Ridgway play action, looking and scrambling and taking off here. He's got the first down, he's got more, and he's out of bounds inside the 30. First down, Ridgeway will hand off to Nick Daniels up the middle, spin move, and Nick Daniels into the end zone, touchdown, 21 yards, and Nick Daniels' big day continues. Georgia State makes it 27-7, and we have a studio update. Number 13 Florida and number 20 Vanderbilt all tied at 24 apiece in the fourth quarter. Back to our game here. The Wildcats take over, and Chris Bradley going to fire this one up deep, and it's almost picked off by Spencer Berry. That'll bring up third down, and Bradley is going to pass here, and he's going to get pressured. He's going to fire this one, and it's broken up on the hit, and the Wildcats will punt the ball away. Georgia State will take over. Jonathan Ridgeway is going to dump it off here to Frazier, and Reggie Frazier will gain 11 in a Georgia State first down. Third down in Wildcat territory, and Ridgeway is going to fire, and somehow this one is caught by Terrence Flynn for a first down. Very next play here, handoff is going to go to Nick Daniels, and Nick Daniels is going to fight his way for a gain of 9. The Panthers would pick up the first down. Later in the drive, it's 3rd and 3, and Zach Bell's going to get the carry. He's going to get down inside the 5, a gain of 8. First and goal, Georgia State, and the pitch will come out to Leach. Leach goes for the end zone, but he's caught by the shoestrings, and it'll be 2nd and goal, and they will hand it off to Leach, and Leach will leap into the end zone for the touchdown. Not sure he had to hurdle that one in, but he did anyway for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And the Panthers extend this lead. And we have an update. Iowa State, unranked, takes down number 6 TCU. 27-21 that was. Back to ours, it's 34-7. And the Wildcats just trying to get something else on the board here as Bradley gets the first down. 1st and 10. Bradley fires, and somehow that one was caught by Ashley Lane. 3rd and 3 now for the Wildcats, and Hale will get the handoff, but he will not pick up the first down. He's short by a yard, and they will not be going for it. The Georgia State Panthers are going to take this one here today. Stephen Leach, your player of the game, 22 carries, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And the Georgia State Panthers get it done here on the road, 34-7. So we'll take a look at some scores from around the country this week. Miami beats up on Florida State 41-3, and number 7 Missouri beats Georgia 35-28. Looking at the stats from our game today, Georgia State, not a good day passing, but 310 yards rushing on the day. Players of the game, Stephen Leach on offense, Terrence Pruitt on defense with that interception in the end zone. And we will go ahead now and check the top 25 polls. And Georgia State remains number 3. Ohio State remains number 1. Wisconsin remains number 2. Pittsburgh moves up from 5 to 4. Missouri moves from 7 to 5. And you see the rest of your top 10 there. Also take a look at the SEC East standings. Georgia State remains on top at 6-0, 4-0 in conference play. Missouri and South Carolina right behind them, and Florida as well. And Stephen Leach, he has moved up or back up to the top of the Heisman watch here. Over 100 yards rushing in every game this season so far. And coming up in the next episode, Georgia State's taking on another SEC East opponent. This time, Florida, number 11 in the country, and again, on the road for the 3rd straight week. So this will probably be their toughest test so far this season, besides the opening game of the year. Can Georgia State take down the 5-1 Florida Gators? Well, you're going to have to come back for that one. Leave a like on this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and want to see more Georgia State Dynasty. And I want to hear your comments down below in the comments section about how we played today, what players stood out to you, and what could we do better, and who should be the starting quarterback. Should we keep Patrick, or should we stay with Jonathan Ridgeway? Leave those comments down there. And as always, you can follow me over on Twitter at MaddenBallerz, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.